All right, good morning and welcome back to our channel Prince's Seat. We thank the Lord for bringing us to the dawn of another morning. Today, the 2nd of December 2025. And there was a lot of ups and downs, just droppings after the message yesterday from the president, Ngozi Israel, Pastor Donald, Pastor Gideon, and the rest of them like that created a lot of ripples in the ecosystem. And this morning, there were some of the messages that became too much for us to upload on the platform because of some limits that we don't want it to get to. So we just had to pause some of them until the wee hours of this morning, and just to get every update across to us, because all of them are quite important. And that's why we are up early to see that, to make sure that you get every update available for all of us so that we can be on the same page. Now, this message, I got it yesterday in the evening, and I decided to just keep it till the wee hours of this morning. Now, this message actually is an eye-opener, though the writer did not put his name there, but he made frantic effort to really confirm and ascertain the authenticity of some of the claims made by Madam Ngozi Israel and the coffers or the faction of them, Pastor Donald, Reverend Elibo, and the rest of them. You know, that's a faction there. And another faction is the GCDM, which are actually fronting for disbursement. And this was what he said that his findings worse. Now listen to this. I'm going to get it across to us. This is what this individual, this comrade, actually made findings on. And let's see the assertion from here. He said, I took time out of my tight and demanding schedule to carefully listen to the voice note recently released by Mrs. Ngozi Israel and Ambassador Onyekazita Nwosu. I did not rush through them. I listened with full attention because of how important this matter is to many people who have been waiting and believing. In their voice messages, they appealed to all subscribers, beneficiaries, and stakeholders involved in the grant to remain calm and patient. They emphasized that we must continue to trust the process because, according to them, the major reason for the delay in disbursement is the situation involving some stakeholders currently outside the country. They explained that these individuals were supposed to submit their travel documents to the American Embassy as part of the process, but many have not done so and are now requesting additional time. In summary, the message suggests that this failure to submit the documents as instructed is the main obstacle stopping disbursement from reaching the people. However, after listening carefully and thinking deeply, this explanation raised several concerns in my mind. With all humility and respect to those involved, something about this narrative does not align with what many people understand about global embassy processes. Some of us fear that this delay might be an intentional attempt to shift the disbursement date again, this time possibly into January 2026. And if this is allowed to happen, the new tax reforms planned for the coming year may affect the funds that citizens have long waited for. This could result in people receiving far less than what has been promised, or facing deductions that should never have existed if payment had been made earlier. For many waiting beneficiaries, this is a valid fear, and we cannot pretend it is not. Because of these doubts, I did not want to rely on assumptions or hearsay. I needed clarifications. I wanted facts. So I reached out to friends and contacts living outside Nigeria, in the United Kingdom, in the United States, and across Europe. I explained to them what we were told, that the reason for the delay is because those meant to submit documents must allegedly come back to Nigeria first. I presented the situation exactly as it was said. No addition, no subtraction. This was not just a casual conversation. We organized a conference call strictly to discuss the matter. These are professional individuals who understand embassy procedures, and some of them have handled international documentation themselves, so they know how things work. During our discussion, something stood out. Every single person agreed on one thing. They said it should not be necessary for anyone outside the country to travel back to Nigeria before submitting documents. They explained that international documentation is not restricted to one country. If someone is in the UK, they can walk into the nearest US embassy or consulate in London, Manchester, or whichever city is closest. The same applies to someone in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Canada, and even the US itself. If the instruction was truly just document submission, then every embassy worldwide should accept it. There should be no excuse, and certainly no reason for travel back to Nigeria. The only time someone would need to travel or return to Nigeria is if there is something that cannot be disclosed openly, something the public has not been told. And this led to more questions. Why are we hearing that they must return home before submission? Secondly, is there a hidden requirement we are not being informed about? Thirdly, why should millions of beneficiaries continue to wait if the solution seems straightforward? Fourthly, is there another motive behind this delay that no one wants to mention publicly? Now, these are not accusations. They are questions. Questions that matter because real lives are tied to this grant. Families are waiting. Children are waiting. Business owners are dying. People are emotionally drained. Every fresh delay adds more pressure, more hunger, more disappointments, and yet they continue to believe. That belief should not be taken for granted. I am not writing to attack an individual. I'm not against anybody. I speak with respect for every leader, every ambassador, every coordinator, and every stakeholder who has worked tirelessly on this project. I appreciate their services of those who have carried this burden for months and years. My intention is not to create conflict, tension, or divisions. Rather, my aim is clarity, transparency, and progress. We simply want the truth, and we want the process advanced without avoidable delays. Therefore, I kindly and respectfully request that this message, not as a confrontation but as a sincere appeal, be forwarded to the appropriate authorities handling disbursement. Let them respond clearly. Let them address this issue openly. Let them confirm whether the embassy explanation is the true cause of delay or if there are other internal factors that the public deserves to know. Communication is the bridge between confusion and understanding. If people are informed honestly, patience becomes easier. But when there is silence, doubt grows. We do not want conflict. We want results. We want progress. We want movement. Millions of Nigerians and global subscribers have been patient for too long. If a technical issue exists, solve it. If documents are missing, collect them. If officials are disorganized, restructure the system. If there are hidden reasons, let them be disclosed openly so everyone understands the reality and can prepare accordingly. This is a peaceful appeal, not a threat, not an attack. We are simply tired of prolonged uncertainties. I come in peace with no bitterness or hostilities. I speak for those who cannot speak loudly enough. I ask questions many are afraid to ask, and I stand only for truth, progress, and fairness. May God guide every step from today forward. May clarity replace confusions and transparency replace silence. May disbursement finally reach the hands of the people. Shalom and peace to all. All right, that was quite revealing. And with that, we understand that it's not necessary. And this is the crop of this matter, why Mother Mungo's Israel is getting a backlash, and some people are questioning her integrity when it comes to this matter. Like, I don't understand. These people don't have to come down. People have said it, different people have said, testify to this. Could it be just that these people are just hiding to delay? Is there something hidden or hideous that they don't want the masses to know that would be to their advantage? I'm only asking a question. Sensitive, harmless question. Honestly. They don't have to travel nowhere. Just submit the document to American Embassy. How could you store millions of people and certain people will still be vouching for them? Anyway, that is that about that. So I think this person in spite he did not mention his name is on the right track, and this information is loaded. It's loaded. Having contacted people across board in abroad countries, and these responses were given. I think that is just about that. So decision still stands between first and third. Else, the next phase of this entire process begins forthwith, which everybody knows, the twittering. Thank you very much. I wish you a very wonderful day ahead, and God bless you.
Good afternoon, Grand Community. This is my first time in the Grand Community since 2018 to do a voice note. I'm not a talking type. I only listen. But I'm moved now to let all the stakeholders who think they have become the goddess of Nigeria to enslave the ordinary masses, thinking they have no power, no voice. But I want to let them know that there is a voice that speaks for the ordinary masses in Nigeria. The voice is a loving voice and a patient voice, but it has gone out of control now. I give just 2 days. The president of the grand movement decides says 3 days, but I give today, being the first day of December, through tomorrow 2nd. If you will not do anything, keep on lying, keep on talking and sitting in your own comfort zone and be laughing at us. But I tell you, a great consequence is about to land on you. Wherever you may think you have hide yourself, nothing will happen to you. But it will happen this time as it happened in the days of Nebuchadnezzar. He thought no power can overthrow him. You are about to go to the mud. The money you think you have and the powers you think you have, the securities you think you have, will turn against you suddenly. You become a disgrace in your family, a disgrace in the country, a disgrace in the whole world. 2 days I've given you. See where I'm sleeping with my family and get ready. You go back to the mud. If like, laugh about this. Don't do anything in 2 days. You watch out and see what will happen in Nigeria and it will become a history. Thank you.